The data is in, and wow, this is very interesting. So remember, there can only be two of these that got support, and I'm really sad by this. The winner is actually Ice Barriers. Ice Barriers did a run back across the field, passing Cyber Style. Now, if you guys have been watching this structure deck pull up through the earlier results, you saw that Cyber Style was the clear winner throughout all of this. There was really no debating it. It was such a dominating force in all of this that it was actually pure insanity. And then Cyberstyle got bumped down to second place. All right, think about that. The clear first place throughout all of this got bumped down. Now Gusto was in. Oh man, Gusto through the second half of this race was literally running this across the field as well. And I would not be surprised to see a huge new line of support for Gusto because of when you clearly look at these numbers here. Look at how close these three are. They're literally within pretty much 1% of each other, essentially. 17, 18, and 19 percentiles holding this down within the top three. All right, so unfortunately, there can only be two. I get it. All right, I would have loved to have seen a Gusto structure deck, but between the way that this was shaping up, this was quite the race for these numbers. Now, some interesting things down here. Trickstar got fourth place. Trickstar was always kind of holding at like the fourth and fifth spot for this. Once again, players were looking at this and they were going, all right, honestly, I could see why people want new Trickstar support. Basically, the waifus of the world, were pushing for this. Unfortunately, when you put Gusto in a chain match with Trickstar, though, it's apparent that Trickstar is going to lose to Gusto every time in terms of that popularity contest, which is kind of hilarious. Now, only a little bit behind Trickstar was actually Morphtronic. Now, I figured Morphtronic would have gotten more of a push in this, but somehow Konami found the perfect means to put the biggest death match of stuff between each other here. That, I mean, everybody wants all the support that's listed here. But if you somehow notice here, they did the perfect amount of stuff to not really like, all right, you gotta pick, and once you force people to pick, it's like. But Morphtronic's coming in at the 8.35 percentile, and then Karibo only a little bit underneath Morphtronic. Honestly, I would have liked to have seen Morphtronic do a little bit better versus Karibo, but alas, we are here. You could have done so many. There's so many cool things that you can physically do with Karibo. I would have loved to have seen this, honestly, in the long run. I'm very, very, very shocked to see that the community didn't want more Karibo, but I assume we'll be getting support for this anyway. Now, interesting enough here, Kaiju was kind of riding in that 7-8 position for a little while now. And if you look here, Star Seraph actually ended up going down to 8th. Kaiju pushed itself up a little bit here. So it is clear that players do want more Kaiju support, actually. I would still like to see that myself, but in terms of the overall data being pulled here, though, Kaijus are in that really weird slump place, it would seem here. So, congratulations to Kaiju actually moving up. Star Seraph getting that 8th. The thing that still confuses me most about this entire poll is the fact that somehow Tour Guide got 9th place. Now, the community eats the living crap out of this, right? Like, if there's ever been like a represented waifu of Yu-Gi-Oh! It has been Tour Guide. All right, they milk the crap out of her for dual lonks. You know, it doesn't surprise me to see that, you know, she is the represented Bae of the community. Unfortunately here, you know, I don't know how or why, but she only had 4.99% representation for voting. I still don't understand why she was so little in terms of everything, but that's still the biggest disappointment to me out of all of this. Was compared to everything else, literally Tour Guide was so low on the chart. And then Super Heavy out here coming in to that 3.336. Man. Picture of the data, just for overall representation's sake. This is kind of just for visualization purposes. Look at that. Poor Gusto. You took up such a big piece of the pie chart, but yet you fell so far. And yet, as announced, the Ice Barrier and Cyber Style will get a structure deck. More information and releases to come. And of course, they picture Trishula and Cyber End and Cyber Dark here. And these are the official images. So officially, you know, we were talking about Cyber Style before. People were like, "Oh no, it doesn't include Cyber End. It's like Cyber Ogre and stuff." Clearly, you see Cyber End on this picture, right? So, based on what we're seeing here, structure deck will probably entail. I don't even know if we're going to bring back the old support at this rate. All right, like if they're picturing Trishula on the official winning image, then that's telling me that I don't need more Ice Barrier Dragons in my life. And also, like I said, interesting enough here, you see that Cyber Dark Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. So whatever support we're getting is probably going to bridge the gap for what is left of that. So, congratulations to Ice Barrier and to Cyber Style. Cyber Style is such a short, weird thing, but poor Gusto. Other news for the day. Yes. A few more cancellation and postponings. June 30th, to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player community. As we monitor developments related to Crush Card pandemic, we continue to take serious guidelines and recommendations put forth by government health authorities and experts. In keeping with those guidelines and recognizing our own responsibility in prioritizing safety and health for our Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, we are making the following changes to 2020. YCS Minneapolis is canceled. Yeah, we eventually saw that coming. National Championships, WCQ Nationals, gone. Organized play promotional events, all OP and events are postponed indefinitely. So Europe gets to reopen, but we don't. We are aware of the steps that communities across the nation have taken to gradually reopen. However, with the increase in daily Crush Card cases occurring around the U.S., we want to prioritize the safety and well-being of our communities. As circumstances evolve throughout the coming weeks, we will periodically provide updates relating to the status of local organized play and promotional events as we review government health authority guidelines. Please continue to visit the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card website and other social media outlets. Our thoughts remain with those affected by this pandemic, and we are grateful to everyone's commitment to the safety of our community. We thank the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community for their patience and understanding at this time. So I get, like, globally, for the nation, you have to monitor it. Certain locals are pushing forward. They're doing great. So this means that officially, you can't run locals as an official tournament event. Remote duels still exist. All right, don't think that doesn't. It does. 2, communities can still do what they want. They just can't provide OTS packs. All right, so don't be like, oh no, like some locals are still going to push on through with this. They're still going to support their communities as they should. All right, as we're gearing up for what is to come. This is big stinky, but locals in certain regions are still going to do their thing, as stores do need to generate an income at this point. So I do want to point that out. That's very important to understand before this. So without really further ado, I just want to end the video on that thought. So what a great time. No Yu-Gi-Oh! OP 2020 edition. So guys, what do you think about the structure deck winners? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And well guys, I'm out. Take care. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.